My island in the sun, no. My island home. My island home. Let me tell you about where I'm from. My island in the sun, no. Ready for this?
Welcome back to the island of Antigua,
where the views are the best in the Caribbean, and what you'll hear from one of the locals will leave you shocked.
But first we start out our day watching little kids out with their Opties and Sunfish sailboats. They are the lifeblood of sailing and the future of our sport.
Also potential purchasers of our boat and contributors to our pension plans.
You are such a romantic.
That's why you love me.
Days. There are days.
Gratuitous dinghy ride with peppy music.
Not this time. This is different. Just watch.
And the one on its right side, that's the support boat.
The what?
The support boat. It shadows it.
No way.
Absolutely.
The one on the right-hand side.
It does.
The big gray boat.
Yes.
My God.
The big blue boat is SV Koru, a true super yacht owned by Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon. The vessel was built in April 2023 and is 127 meters long,
417 feet.
services 18 guests with 40 crew, and reportedly costs $500 million, with maintenance costs of at least $30 million per year. Then there is his support yacht, Abeola, the holder of jet skis, luxury cars, a helicopter.
And ice. Don't forget the party ice.
It is worth a mere $75 million and has its own crew of 37, holding an additional 8 guests if required.
Hit us up, Jeff. We'll do an exclusive for you and your lovely new wife. But the true takeaway is that we've seen the super yacht at numerous islands in the Caribbean in the past year. Let that sink in.
We are at the same places, seeing many of the same things at a fraction of the cost.
You don't need to live like the Rockefellers. You can live a good life, whatever you're doing. It is possible because we are just like you, watching the same videos you watch today.
Any means necessary, anything we take. Up in the dance, gold mine, make a step. Now my song on repeat and the fans them love.
Well, first of all, obviously I haven't combed my hair in the past 12 hours. Look at that blonde happening. But we're shooting this video segment because there's easy clearing in. There's the French islands, American, where you just clear in, blah, blah. There's islands where you have to go in and clear into. And those can be pretty perfunctory, non-blasé. There's a couple islands that really, where's your paperwork? This is easily the nicest group of human beings to a fault. There might have been 8 people in there in total, but they're all smiling, laughing. At the very end of it, when I cleared out, the woman said, "Can I come out and give you a hug? You've been so nice." It's like, I assure you, it is the nicest group of clearing in for customs and immigration that we've ever done by far and away. This now sets the bar for what it should be like everywhere in the world. I'm gonna go all John Lennon now. If everybody was like that, there'd be peace in this world, I assure you. That was an enjoyable experience. Welcome to Antigua.
Yay.
Just a little quieter when the cruise ships aren't here, isn't it?
A little.
It's like very few people comparatively right now.
Someone here last, yes.
Next time we'll have to check if the cruise ships are in before we come on any tours, because this is dramatically different.
Yeah.
We're now making our way up the hill up there. That should take, no time at all, right?
Good walk.
That's why we had a Snickers. Honestly, it feels like every place we go, it's always uphill. Why is that? We start off at sea level. Why is it always uphill? And it's always 87 degrees Fahrenheit, or like 27, 28 Celsius whenever we go for these walks.
Imagine that, given where we are.
Well, well.
I've been sitting watching life pass from the sidelines.
I do like the look on people's faces driving by in the car that we walk this. Truthfully, it is no small feat. I completely agree.
And this is our destination, Shirley Heights.
Named after Sir Thomas Shirley,
The governor of the Leeward Islands from 1781 to 1788.
the lookout was built during the late 18th century as part of the British colonial defences, protecting the vital naval base at Nelson's Dockyard. Shirley Heights is one of Antigua's most iconic landmarks, perched high above English Harbour with the most stunning panoramic views of the Caribbean Sea and surrounding coastline. The site was restored in the 20th century and is now part of the UNESCO-designated Nelson's Dockyard National Park. Today, it is not only famous for its historic ruins, but also for its vibrant Sunday evening gatherings, complete with steel drum bands, barbecues, and spectacular sunsets.
Sanctuary! Our first red stripe of the season, and we deserved it on this walk. Cheers!
Cheers! Yay!
Yep.
The slaves, the pirate comes on the boat, and when they find the boat drifting, everybody dead on the boat. On the boat, they realize the boat there was a disease, and they bury them right on the beach there. See right where those sheds are?
Yep.
Where those people are right there, they bury right there. Piled and then the boat was burned, pulled over there and then burned. Because of the disease, they didn't have no cure for that cholera that then. Even the Lord Nelson, all of them died from the same disease.
Really?
And the mosquito bites, they didn't have no cure. And the slave wasn't dying.
Oh, so because they come from Africa and they've got some of the immunity.
From the...
I heard about that, saying like they brought to the slaves.
It turned the skin yellow.
Yeah.
The mosquito bite turned the skin yellow and hard, and then the nervous system was real weird, and then that's what happened. And they don't write down all these histories, you know. Eventually people, they have the books and the people are coming back and searching for the grave, for the bones.
Yeah.
And they're taking them and burying them in the cemetery back here.
Really?
They're coming back for the history. And where they just put the slaves, they have a place down here, big place, this, where they built, and that's where they chose the slaves. And there are a couple of places down there in Falmouth again, where the slave died, that's where they put them. And they don't tell the people the history, but the people find the stuff.
What's your name again?
Mansfield, Master Weaver.
Thank you, Mansfield. Appreciate that. So I did not get the video camera turned on soon enough to chat with Mansfield, the Master Weaver, but he was saying, tell me what you know about this place for the history. So I gave him the rundown, Horatio Nelson freeing the slaves, blah, blah, blah. And he said, you know what they don't tell you? He said, tell me what they don't tell you. You don't hear about the dark history. You hear about what the British did, but do you know what one of the reasons was for the freeing of the slaves? When a massa said Mass would come here at a sugar mill, make a bunch of money, and then take it back to England, and then come back. It was a 3-year turnaround period of time to sail there, get this done, come back. He would leave his wife here. What would his wife get up to?
Oh, wow.
What do you think his wife got up to being lonely with all these buff black slaves? He said a lot of the times the wives would get pregnant from the black boys.
Wow.
So the buff black men slaves. Well, those kids couldn't be around.
Yeah.
So they were then sent to Barbuda and Barbados to get rid of them so they weren't around. And then as slavery continued on, because the women had their black lovers, they would be getting kind of uppity, going, oh, you can't enslave my black lover anymore. And they were also pushing for the end of slavery because the men that they had kids with and the kids that were on other islands couldn't be slaves. So that's what they don't tell you about this.
Wow.
And that's when I then grabbed my camera and started turning it on. He started talking about cholera and the other diseases as well. So yeah, that's a whole bunch of history that Mansfield, the guy you just saw in a bit of video, was telling me about.
We got a supermarket downtown for them.
There you go, madame.
Give you a kiss for that.
Thank you.
And she leaped into his arms, thrusting herself upon him in a most passionate way. But you don't want to see that, do you?
That was sloppy.
That was pretty good. Good, take care. Thank you, sir.
So you have...
And if you enjoy what we're doing, hit the like and subscribe buttons below, because it'll send our videos to good people like you, Anthony E., Bernie R., and Natalie B.
You're killing me.
The running woman has now done the mountain 4 times, being about 1 hour each way.
Okay, that was a beautiful stop, I agree. But this is a long walk down.
But it's down.
Downhill.
Yeah.
5K up, 5K down.
Over before we...
Yeah. Here we are, the Dow Interpretation Center, which was a bit of an uphill hoof again.
The Dow's Hill Interpretation Center is located within the Nelson's Dockyard National Park. Perched on a hill overlooking English Harbor, the center offers visitors a dynamic introduction to the island's rich heritage, from its early Amerindian inhabitants to colonial times and modern independence.
Why does this keep happening to me?
Outside, the observation deck provides sweeping views of the surrounding coastline, making it a favorite photo spot. The center is located close to Shirley Heights,
A relative term when walking,
offering an easy addition to any historical tour of English Harbor.
if going by car.
Freeman Bay is where last episode we said everyone was parked so close together we couldn't anchor, and English Bay even closer.
Not really thinking that I'd want to sit at either of those pictures.
I'm inclined to sit there.
I roll, I roll, I roll.
The centerpiece of the experience is a multimedia presentation shown in a small theater inside the center. The 15-minute show blends video, narration, and music
We were not allowed to film it.
to trace Antigua's story across the centuries, highlighting the impact of European colonization, the sugar plantation economy, slavery, emancipation, and the island's path to nationhood.
Okay, that little interpretation center was definitely well worth it.
Absolutely.
And I would highly recommend, if you're coming to Antigua, to check it out. Whether you take a taxi cab out here or you do like we did and walk up the mountain, definitely worthwhile. They had a great little video presentation. Yes, you're going to want the big super screens in the future, but it was well done and gave you a little glimpse into the history.
Anyone lose a dinghy?
Had to get some critter video for the animal lovers.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, not gonna exaggerate. This is the honest to God truth, sincerity, authenticity that he's looking for. That was the toughest hike that we've done for myself since Statia, where we went from sea level all the way into the volcano and back down again. This one was really tough. It's taken a lot out of me.
Just shy of 15,000 steps and 12 kilometers and
So about 8 miles.
30 flights of steps.
Yeah, no, that was a lot of work, a lot of push, a lot up and down. But
hey,
you be the judge from the videos and the pictures that we've taken. If it's worth it, I think it'll be worth it after I sit down, after I go for a swim, after I have a cold beverage. So, hope you enjoy the video.
we survived.
Don't let life march on by. Lace up and make the climb. The view from the top is worth it.
Thanks for sharing our journey and subscribing. And check out this next video, as we believe Sir Edmund Hillary would like it too.
Lady, together we can get